Grand Rising, Grand Rising. Happy Friday. Thanks for jumping on. Do me a favor as you jump on, drop your city and state, like it, share it, and tag. This is the Blank Spot Academy, and we are here to share some information.
Good morning. How y'all doing? Happy Friday. Hi, Beverly from Chicago. Good morning, Jackie. It's Friday, y'all. Y'all ready for the weekend? Are y'all ready for the weekend? Grand Rising, Shakia, Professor. How you doing? Y'all let us know where y'all joining us from. It is Friday. One more day and it'll be my real Friday. How y'all doing this morning? Y'all on the way to work, at the job, at the business? What's going on? What is going on, y'all? Good morning, Jackie from Columbia. How you doing? How you doing?
All right, we're going to go ahead and get started. Grand Rising, everybody. Once again, thanks for jumping on. This is Eric.
I'm D, y'all.
And this is the Blank Spot Academy. Come on here every Monday and Friday at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, talking business and finance. And
I will be ready if my stars HTV from TBS makes it here tomorrow.
Well, you know,
Man,
I was looking at your choice of I was looking at your choice selection
of shipping,
and don't look like it. But I'm hopeful.
We hopeful though. We hopeful.
I'm hopeful.
We don't stay hopeful, Professor.
I'm hopeful. So let's just talk about this thing, man. Just get the elephant, address the elephant that's in the room. People get in the business to make money. Making money means making sales. Making sales means getting in front of the right people and also having the right product or service. So I got a simple question. It's real simple. Now, whether you answer that question or not, that's going to be all up to you. Are you selling to the right people? Are you selling to the right customers? Is what you're sharing with people, is it what they want? I see a lot of people out here kind of upset because they're not making the sales that they want to make. And probably a whole bunch of different reasons why. But I want to start where the issue may very well be. And it is that a lot of people don't know who they're selling to. You have not considered creating what we talk about a lot, and that's your customer avatar, your target audience. Have you created that? I see a lot of people rethinking business. I see a lot of people rethinking their decisions that they made. I mean, let's just be honest. Look at your product or your service. Is it something that somebody wants?
Is it solving a problem, like we always say?
Is it solving a problem, or is it something that's near and dear to your heart?
Yeah. Just because it's near and dear to your heart, that doesn't mean that you're going to get a lot of sales from it. Because it's something that you like.
We're looking for positive and tangible results. and that means that you're gonna have to do something out of maybe out of your comfort zone. If you want to be in business, just so we I don't want to be all over the place, but if you're looking to start a business, maybe you already started without this knowledge and information, but you got to do your market research. And I'm just gonna be honest with you. I hear people say all the time that, you know what, I just want a little business. I don't want anything too big. I'm just gonna stay local. I'm just gonna, stay in my area. I'm just gonna sell local, so on and so forth. Be careful what you ask for. Be careful what you speak into existence. Little business, staying local. Now, what if the local people don't want what you have to offer? Now, what do you do? Do you still remain content with that little business?
Or
Or,
do you give up because now my local people don't want what I have? So you just give up on your business and you're done.
how many people frustrated right now? Drop a number one if you're frustrated with your business right now or the results that you're currently getting. Drop a number one. Let's be honest. I'll go first. I'm going to hit you over here on YouTube and Facebook, and then I'm going to hit you over here on TikTok. If you're frustrated right now with the results that you're getting in your business, drop a number one. I don't want to force anybody to respond. Truth, Grand Rising, thanks for jumping on.
Good morning.
Guys, if y'all are just jumping on, drop your city and state, like, share, and tag. This is the Blank Spot Academy. Come on every Monday and Friday at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, talking business. And today, we're talking about, question is, are you selling to the right customers? Are you selling to the right customers? Are you? How do you know what the right customer is? The right customer is the one that's buying your stuff. That's the right customer. When you got started, did you start because you saw that there was a need for X, Y, and Z that you provide? Or did you start because I like making things? I like baking cakes. I like making wreaths. I like doing tumblers or t-shirts. Did you do it because you like it? Yeah, there's nothing wrong with liking what you do, but you have to also think about, is there a need for what you're doing?
Yeah. So your whole business model can't be centered around what you like, is what we're saying, right? You have to do some research to see what people like, what other people like other than you. Because if not, you're just going to end up selling to yourself.
Ooh.
Right.
Selling to yourself, what does that look like? What does selling to yourself look like?
What does that look like?
There's a lot of different things out there that you can do to research. Has anybody ever, matter of fact, you know what? Do me a favor. Drop a number two if you've ever researched how to create a customer avatar. Drop a number two if you've ever researched how to create a customer avatar. I'll wait. Guess it's my turn again. Drop a two if you've ever researched how to create a customer avatar. Drop a number three if you have not. If you have no idea what I'm talking about, and you've never researched how to create a customer avatar, drop a number three.
Okay, Felicia on YouTube says
She has. Jesse, exquisite. We got Latrice. Thank y'all.
Okay.
Drop number threes. Number threes, collective. Number three, Otis. Number three, Nadia. Okay. Guys, this is not a knock on you or against you, but we are business owners. So we're business
Patricia
owners.
said three
Gotcha.
instead of two. Okay.
We're business owners, and although there's so many things that we don't know in business, I want you to think about the side of business that most of us grew up on, and that is the consumer side. Think about the side of business that most of us grew up on, the consumer side, and then think about how the very store or stores, companies that you shop with on a regular basis, think about how they have appealed to your needs. Just put yourself in their positions, just in that situation. How they have appealed to your needs. How they made you want to come in and shop with them. Think about that. How did they make you want to come and shop with them? They had something that you needed or something that you wanted.
Mm-hmm.
Do you, as a business owner, have something that your customers want, or any customer wants? Yeah. I believe you have something that a customer wants, but I do believe that there's an issue with getting your information out to that particular customer, finding that person that's going to buy from you.
I know we have one person that I thought it was interesting that she was noticing some things. She came in here and she said she does like the tables, the little TV tables and stuff like that. And so she came in here and she said, I'm gonna make y'all a table because I noticed that sometimes you guys, when you have your cup, you don't really have any place really to kind of put your cup. So she was like, I'm gonna make you guys a table to put your cup. So she was very observant at what we were doing. And that's solving a problem, right?
And that's the same way we have to be as business owners. We have to be observant.
You have to observe behaviors and things like that. Then, observing will get you some business. What problem can you solve?
You know what I meant to do? Because I meant to share this to the Facebook group. Let me see your phone. Do the YouTube. Don't share the Facebook to it. Do the YouTube. Copy the link. Because we can't see their names when we do it. So there's lots of different things on the internet, and even though I know Google, as the professor says, Google is a resource, not the source. You got to kind of ask yourself, how did the stuff that you see on these search engines get there? All right. You got to ask yourself that. How did the stuff, hey, Robin, thanks for jumping on. How did the things that we were researching, how did they get there? How did they get on that search engine? Doesn't matter what search engine it is. How did it get there? Somebody had to do the research, and they had to actually, put that on there. They probably took some surveys or whatever, but they did some research and it ended up on there. Okay. Well, you got to ask yourself, Google is a good resource. It's a great start. Search engines are great starts. And I think that we all need to have that great start. But now, where's the work after the great start? Are we completing what we started? You can go to Google right now and you can research how to create a customer avatar. You can do it right now. Mm-hmm. You can research how to create a customer avatar. And some things are going to pop up. One thing that popped up when I looked it up was there were 5 things that said, hey, how to create a customer avatar. One thing it said was you want to identify the goals and the value of the people that you're going to be talking to. Now, I want y'all to understand something, and hopefully this makes sense. In creating your customer avatar, it's like building a brand in a sense. You're not going to just create a customer avatar and then that's going to be it. As you're building your business, maybe you have a website, maybe you're selling on a marketplace platform, whatever the case may be. Mm-hmm. As you're building that brand or building that business, you're going to have to do some type of surveys. Maybe offer some coupons. Maybe as sign up and you get 10% off. Sign off, you get 5% off, something like that. Collecting data and information as you make sales. But you still want to do your market research even before you start to sell or try to sell a product.
Yeah.
Doing your market research, it may mean you going out into the community and doing manual surveys.
Mm-hmm.
Introducing yourself. Man, you might have to do some stuff that's very uncomfortable. Hey, you know what? Hey, you, this is me. I am a new business owner. I'm a new business owner, and I am conducting a study to see how many people would be interested in XYZ. Go to the mall. That's where people shop. Go to the local Wally World or Target or, computer parts store or something.
And I know that could be very uncomfortable. But if you want something you never had, you have to do something you never did. Right? So you have to get out of your comfort zone. If you want to build a business.
You know what else uncomfortable? Being broke.
Or staying in the same place that you've always been.
You know what else uncomfortable? Starting a business halfway and then seeing that it's not what it's supposed to be, but you still got bills, you still got expenses that you created.
Mm-hmm.
That's very uncomfortable. Success in anything is going to take work.
Yeah.
Nobody's going to just come down from the sky and drop all these answers in your lap. It's still going to take, even as we share this information with you, it's going to take work. Yeah, somebody already researched it. Somebody did and they put their spin on it. They put their take on it. That doesn't mean that they're right. That just means it gives you some type of a starting point.
Mm-hmm.
Who's the best company to go with as far as with the customer? So, so your customer avatar, just so y'all know, it's not specifically a company to go with. It's research that you do. Let's put it in perspective. We first start off as customers. We start off as customers, as consumers. We may be doing something. And we may like doing what we're doing. Dee started off making things. She has a design business. As she was dealing with her design business, she saw the trouble that she was having going on Amazon.
Mm-hmm.
And you can finish the story.
Well, I saw, you go on these marketplaces and you're ordering things, but you don't know what you get when you get there or when it gets to you, So the thing was, okay, well, people want to be able to touch things and not have to go on these. I did,
Yeah.
I wanted to be able to touch it and feel it right then take it with me, You can't do that on these marketplaces. You have to buy it, and then now you have to wait to see if it's really what that description said, when you purchased it. You got to wait to see if that's true, So here at the blank spot, that was something that we solved. We solved that problem for people that wanted to go into a store and pick up that blank item and be able to touch it, to be able to feel it and walk away with it right now. Okay. That was the first thing that we solved. And then now we're realizing that our customer avatar is geared around newbies, right? Because these newbies want to know how the process of sublimation works. So as you go on with your business, your customer avatar may shift.
It may adjust, may change.
It may adjust, may change based on what you're doing.
Or
and you realize that as you go along in business.
Or based off what new people or people who are coming into your circle, what their needs are.
Mm-hmm.
See, Otis says, "You're so right. The bad thing is, I'm new, but I never did anything about it. Oh, excuse me, I knew, but I never did anything about it. You really motivated me. Thank you. You're welcome.
You're
so
welcome,
you have to ask yourself, where do you want to be in your business? It's just like a job. It's exactly like a job.
Mm-hmm.
Where do you want to be on your job? Do you want to be that person that's at the entry level for the entire 30 to 40 years and then retire?
Ooh, I got a story about that.
Or do you want to be the person that climbs the corporate ladder
Mm-hmm.
Where do you want to be? The more you want, the more you're going to try to know.
Yeah.
All that stuff about staying in my lane, this is what I get paid to do, blah, blah, blah. That's cool if that's where you want to be. But this is a business. We have to be responsible about it. What's your story about that? About staying in the same place?
Well, when we were still in the military, of course, we were stationed down in Fort Stewart in Georgia, and I was a GS employee. Some of you may know, it's government employee, and so the positions that I held were very low positions, and I saw myself going nowhere. Why? Because you had people that have been in these high positions for years. They were going to die in those positions, right? So I made it, I had to make a decision to where, okay, do I want to stay here or do I want to look for something better? Okay. So I looked for something better, and it was a sacrifice to go ahead and take something better because it was in a whole nother state. But I knew that being in that GS5 position is not where I want to be for the rest of my life. So I had to make a change.
Here's something that she just said, and I'm going to answer some of these questions out loud that's coming up on TikTok. Grand Rising, Deborah, Grand Rising, SCF Painting and Balloon Art, Grand Rising. I know you're in Columbia as well. Listen, someone says, hey, you know what? How do I find my customer avatar? How do I do it? How do I do it? Listen, you can start with family and friends. That's great, but I'm just going to let you know that family and friends are not going to be your customers. They're not going to be your target audience. Yeah. Okay, that's the first thing I want to say. They will be a great source to get started, a great testing point to get started, but that's not where you should stay. That's my strong opinion. Now, how do you get started? How do you find your customers? How do you find them? If you have a social media account, I don't care if it's TikTok, I don't care if it's Facebook, Instagram, I don't care if you're posting on Pinterest, I don't care if it's YouTube, I don't care if it's Snapchat, whatever it is. I don't care. You're going to have to ask questions. He or she who asks questions are the ones who are going to get the answers. He or she who asks the questions are going to be the ones who gets the answers. It's going to be uncomfortable. It's going to be uncomfortable to the point to where you're going to say, hey, you know what, this crash for the birds. But how do you know if there is a need for what you're doing if you don't ask? Mm-hmm. How do you know if you don't put yourself out there?
If you don't put yourself out there, if you decide, okay, I'm just gonna sit here and do these little T-shirts or do whatever it is I'm doing, I'm just gonna stay here and do this. But then you're complaining that your business is not growing. That's because you're not wanting more. What else do you want for your business?
Or your business is not growing. Our businesses don't grow. Our businesses get stagnant and they don't grow because we're doing everything that we know how to do. Y'all gonna probably think that's real crazy. Y'all gonna think what I said is real crazy. Mm-hmm. We're doing everything that we know how to do, but our business is not growing. That's why. Because we already have the weight of the world on our shoulders. So many people slide over from being an employee to now being a business owner, and we just want to do things the way we want to do them. A lot of us, even though we admit that we don't know, we won't ask the questions to know. And then what happens is we sit there and we'll say, hey, you know what? I want to do it my way. Your business is only going to grow as big as your fish bowl. Exactly. If your fish bowl is this big, your business is only going to get this big. It's going to adapt to its environment. If your fish bowl becomes the ocean, then your business can grow as big as the ocean. It may not grow to that size, but it has the potential and the ability to grow. Right. What happens is we're so fixated on the things that we already know to where we've done everything we know how to do. It's only when It's only when we stop learning what we don't know. Hey, double tap the screen over here. Double tap the screen over here. If you feel like you're getting some value, double tap the screen so we can get some more people on. We don't want to be selfish. We want this information to get out.
So like I said, with when I was in corporate America, I realized no, I do not want to stay in this one. I don't want to stay here because I'm not going to get anywhere. You have to have that mindset in business to where you know that you want to grow. You know where you want to be. Okay, you don't want to just stay doing this one thing forever. You have to want to grow, and you have to do something about it.
Being in business, there's a lot of different moving parts. Being in business and being a business owner, there's a lot of different moving parts. So you have to ask yourself, am I willing to learn the things that I don't know? Or am I just content with working it the way I'm working it and hoping that things work out? I just want you to think about this. Being in business is hard. Being a business owner is hard. Working for somebody is hard.
Yeah.
You pick your heart.
Pick your heart, y'all.
You said you wanted to do this. So we're going to drop you some things that you can actually go out there and do and make your life a little better.
Yeah. And all that comes with, the customer avatar, right? That's going to help you, in your business. You have to know what that is.
Now, we always talk about the financial part about, getting started, making sure you understand the record keeping, the inventory, the tax system, understanding that part, the financial information and education that goes along with being successful in the business, making sure you find the right people that's in your corner to help you be successful in your business. We always talk about that.
Yeah.
Today, we're talking about sales. You're not going to get a lot of sales if you're not selling to the right people. Some people are gonna buy from you, and I hate this. There's an unfortunate part about people saying that, hey, they're gonna support local businesses. I really don't like that word support in that context. I don't like it. Some people may be cool with it, but I don't like it because to me, in my opinion, support is holding somebody up. But let's normalize doing business with smaller businesses. Yeah. Let's normalize doing business with local businesses. Now, when you talk about the goals, right? When you're talking about finding out what the goals are, what are your goals? What's your ideal customer for your product, for your business, for your product or your service? And what can you solve? As Dee said before, what problem can you solve by sharing that product? What problem can you solve with your product by sharing it with somebody? Okay, you got to think about this. If you don't have a problem to solve, then
there's not going to be a need.
They don't need you. Yeah, they don't need you. Then you got the development and learning your business, building your business. But you first have to know that there is a problem out there that can be solved. Okay, and then you're talking about how you're going to get in contact with these people. These people, right? Half the people out here in business don't have a website. And I'm not trying to push a website on you. Okay? I'm not doing that. If you don't have a system, put it like that.
Yeah.
If you don't have an automated system in place to make this thing easier, then you're going to be doing a lot of legwork.
Yeah.
So just as you have the ability to create a system or put a system in place, that's going to help you be able to find these people. I mean, because let's be honest, you're not gonna eat paper and crap out people. It ain't gonna work like that. You're not gonna find your kind like that. You got to actually do the work. Find the sources of information. How you gonna do that? For people who have a system, an automated system, you can offer, like we do on our site. You can offer, hey, you know what? You sign up for the SMS marketing, and you get 10% off.
Yep.
Now watch this. What do we just get? When they sign up, what do we get when they sign up?
We got their information. We got your email. We got your phone number if you subscribe. So now we have a way of communicating with you.
And also, if they did subscribe to our website, to our system, then we know that they have an interest in what we're doing. We know they have an interest in what we're doing.
Yep.
If they signed up, we know they have an interest. Now, if you don't have a system like that in place, whether it be financial reasons or just because you're just hard headed, there's lots of forms out there that you can attach and link to your email address. Google Forms, Jot Forms, all different types of. But you listen, you have to have something that when you hand out a flyer or a card that says, "Hey, sign up here, and then I'll get your information."
Right.
You got to have something to funnel those people to.
Right.
Got to have something to funnel those people to.
Yep.
You know, I have to stop saying please get a website, even if it's a free one. I got to stop saying that, and I'm gonna tell you why I had to stop saying it. I had to stop saying it because everybody's not building a business. Let me drink some coffee.
For those of you that are building a business, yes, that is a suggestion that we suggest to you, because that's doing business the correct way.
Everybody's not.
You are doing business.
Everybody's not building a business.
You know.
I'm not going to even say everybody's not there. Mentally, everybody's not building a business. Some people are just they're still in the hustle phase. And that's okay.
Yeah.
If you're in the hustle phase, you still got to find customers. I'm not going to exclude you today. If you're in the hustle phase, you still got to find customers. You still got to find people to buy what you have. So, you know, I don't want to play the devil's advocate. I hate doing that. But what I'm going to tell you is, if you're the person that you ain't looking to get a website because you don't want to maintain it, because you ain't tech savvy, because you ain't this, and you made all the excuses not to do something that's going to improve your situation and make it better, we ain't talking to you. We're only talking to people who want to make sales.
Yeah.
And if you want to make sales, you got to have a system that when you issue out and say, hey, take 10% off of when you sign up off your next purchase, then I need to make sure I have their email address, because now I can send them an email.
And a system, from my perspective, to where you could see analytics, meaning you could see that person clicked on it, purchased something. You could see that system is working. I remember our coach, you know, I think it was the early part of last year or something. We thought about doing a billboard or something.
Billboard and
we thought about doing
a bus stop
billboard
seat.
and a bus seat. And the first thing our coach told us was, okay, well, how do you know how many people saw it? How do you know
how many sales you got?
How many sales you're gonna get from it? You can't, right?
Every time they sit and click.
You know, so having other ways to where you can actually see the analytics. You can't see analytics from a billboard. You don't know how many people saw that.
That's more like branding anyway. That's more of a brand thing. So
you want to get something to where you can kind of see the results from. You know, when you get these people's emails and then you email them a sale or something with a code, now you know where it came from.
You can also through those forms, you can create a survey.
Mm-hmm.
There's several online surveys and I know people are just getting started. I know people are just getting started, but there's free is only gonna go so far. So I don't like saying, you know, but there's some things that are out there for free. But there's people who are just getting started and it may not be in their budget. But there's lots of things that you can do survey wise that will attract people to you, that you ask the right questions. I remember when we first got started in network marketing and we didn't want to get an additional email address. They wanted not an email, a different website. I created a Jot form.
Oh, yeah.
I created a Jot form to ask 4 questions about people's finances. One of the questions was, is your credit score below a 700? How long could you survive if you didn't work?
Mm-hmm.
Do you have at least X amount of dollars in your emergency fund? Those are the questions that I asked. Are you interested in learning how to get out of debt? You know, I asked those questions. And what happened was, as people began to answer that survey, it was slow at first. I had to post. I had to post on social media. It was slow at first. But as I began to post and then share that link with inviting information, I don't want to say enticing, but, you know, information that got their attention. As I began to post, people began to ask questions. I asked questions. Are you between the ages of this, and this? I'm checking out the demographics. Are you a male or a female? I'm checking out the demographics. Do you have a job or do you own a business? I'm checking out the demographics. And quickly we found out that there were a lot of people out there who were in need of our services.
Yeah.
Now we only had to do one thing after that. We had to find out the people who wanted our services.
Yeah. So those forums work. If you guys don't have a website, use those forums to gather information from people, especially, emails. Y'all, email marketing is not dead. I promise you it's not. It is not dead. So, gather you a list of your customers, because, you can send out, different promotions. You can send out newsletters, to let people know that you're there and you're there to service them,
In doing so and gathering people's information, you now have to have a way to ask different questions. Finding out what their pain points are.
Yep.
If I ask somebody if they have do they rent or do they own? Most people want to be able to own. So that's a pain point if they don't own.
So that's a problem you'll be able to maybe help them solve.
Yeah.
Because now you see,
when you're doing special purchases and let me see, how can I put this? When you're doing custom orders and personalization, there's probably different questions that you're gonna have to ask.
Yep.
And I know that there are a lot of people that really want you to just tell them, well, what should I ask? What should I say? I don't know what your business is. And besides, asking somebody else what you should ask or what you should say, from the standpoint of you not doing any of your own research, it's not going to really help you. It's not going to really help you. So, hey, hold off on that one because it's a double order. I want to make sure that they didn't want it twice. So just hold off on that one. But yeah, so that's cool. So that's what we're talking about. That's what we're talking about. So does anybody have any questions or any comments? Because I got one more thing I want to talk about as far as the avatar. But does anybody have any questions or comments? Questions or comments? No?
Who has mastered their customer avatar? You know exactly what that is or who that is. Who's mastered it?
Drop number 5 if you're already good. You know what I'm saying? You don't need any help. You good. You straight drop number 5. Drop a number 5 in the comments wherever you are. If you're already good, you know your customer base, you know your target audience, and you're good.
Still learning it. Somebody said, yep. Okay. Okay. Anyone else? So ours is forever changing. Ours is forever changing. So we realized, and I don't know if you guys seen our announcement on Monday, but we realized that we had a need to bring some vinyl in here because we have customers coming in here asking about vinyl. So now the business owner or crafter that's doing vinyl is now our customer avatar. So it could be forever changing, y'all.
Hey,
it could be forever changing.
To everybody who's just jumping on, I'm Eric.
I'm Dio.
And this is the Blank Spot Academy. We come on every Monday and Friday at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, talking about business and finance, front end of business, middle, back end of business, all those good things, right? And it amazes me. It amazes me the responses that we get, because are the responses that we don't get. It's almost like for me, looking at social media, it's almost like you can even though we're the only ones that's talking, it's almost like you can hear a pin drop sometimes with some of the questions that you ask. And then I just get amazed at some of the answers that we get from people who are business owners that that I don't know if it's that, we don't know where to get started. We didn't do the proper research in the beginning. We didn't take it seriously. I don't know. I'm just, we're not gurus. We just come out here and we share our experiences and things that we have been doing. If what you're doing, I'm going to say this, and so I can actually just, if what you're doing is working for you, I'm not talking to you. We're not talking to you. If what you're doing is working for you, we're not talking to you. You're just basically on here supporting us, and I appreciate that. I really do. If what you're doing is not working for you, I recommend that you go to the search engine and you search target audience. You search customer avatar, and you start doing your research on what you think your ideal customer looks like.
Right.
How you going to get their information? How you going to solve a problem? How you going to understand what that demographic is?
Yeah.
And how you going to actually, the very last thing is how you going to actually identify any objections that they may have with buying your product.
Right.
Because, and
with that, you have to know your product.
Yeah.
Right. You have to know it, because people are going to ask questions. We can't have this store and then someone come in and ask how to use something and we can't answer the question. We will never stay in business like that if we can't answer questions regarding our products. So you have to know your products, right?
Coach,
Good morning, Coach.
What's going on? Thanks for jumping on. So we're talking about asking a question, and hopefully this is a thought-provoking question. And it's not going to be for me to tell you that you should always be learning. I see people saying, "Hey, I'm still learning, just getting started." But hopefully it's a thought-provoking question. Are you selling to the right customers? You make a great month. You make a great month, great day, great week of sales, and then the next day, week, or month is not so great, and it makes you want to question what it is that you're doing. You're looking for consistency.
Yeah.
There's a lot of things that go into consistency in sales. Is that right?
For one, it goes both ways.
It goes both ways, man.
You can't expect for your customers to be consistent when you're not. You can't expect, for them to be, like I said, you're posting maybe once a month, but you're expecting your customers to buy something every day.
I'm telling you,
it doesn't work that way.
When you turn this thing on, man, and when you start going to school, and the teacher calls your name, and you say present, and then you do that for the first 2 months because you're excited about school, and then it comes time for the finals, and it comes time for the finals, and you ain't showing up, and the teacher calling your name, and you ain't present. That's how a lot of people are running their business.
Right. But you whining because last month you didn't make any sales. You didn't make any sales. But you was absent the whole month. You didn't post anything.
You're not present.
You put your business on autopilot.
And people deal with people who are customers deal with business owners who are consistent, who are positively consistent. And us coming on here every Monday and Friday may seem like a pain for some people to get off of a social media platform to get on another one, or to drag yourself away from something that you're doing so you can learn or get some information for free. It may be a pain for you, but you can set your clock, whether you're Eastern, Central, Mountain, or Pacific. you can set your clock by us coming on here, because we're on here every Monday and Friday at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And that's the consistency that has helped us to build our social media platform.
Yep.
That's the consistency
Yep.
that has allowed us to build our customer base and continue to build our customer base. That's the consistency that's shown people that, yeah, we're here to assist and share our information. Now, listen, I want y'all to understand something. Nobody is perfect.
Right.
So if we can share something with you that we've gone through and experienced that allows you not to have those issues, that turbulence in your life, then definitely take advantage of it.
Exactly.
Definitely taking advantage of it. You know, and
Exactly.
it wasn't, and I don't want everybody to think that, you know, patting ourselves on the back, because as soon as I said that, it's going to be a challenge. A challenge is going to come now because I said that we've been consistent. It's a challenge every morning that we have to be on here, that we've committed a time and dedicated a time. It's a challenge to be on here at that time. Doesn't matter how early we get here. Doesn't matter how far in advance we put the call out there. It's going to be a challenge. But we're finding out ways to reach people. And once you identify who you're talking to, once you understand what your objective is, what your goal is. I want customers who want these products. We are a sublimation, and I had to change this up the other day. I'm getting used to it. We are a sublimation blanks supplier and authorized vinyl reseller. I said it again. We are a sublimation blanks supplier and an authorized vinyl reseller. And I'm letting y'all know right now, we are the fastest growing sublimation blank supplier and authorized vinyl reseller in the southeastern region. We are pulling people in from all over. Located in the southeast. Thank you, Queesh, for jumping on. Appreciate it. Miss Janelle, thanks for jumping on.
It's about that
Valerie,
consistency.
Thank you.
You know, it's about you guys seeing us every day. You're going to see something about the blank spot every day.
We're going to be on your mind.
Every day.
Now for those of you who say, I don't have time to do that every day, well, put something
get you an automated system where you can automate something. You know, you can automate posts. You know, you don't have to have time to do this every day. You know, somebody came in here the other day and they said that they was at work and they was on the clock, right? And their supervisor told them, well, you can't be posting while you're at work. She was like, I'm not posting. The automated system is posting. Right? So y'all can get y'all, it was just so funny. Y'all can get y'all system to where if you are on that 9 to 5, your business is still running. You don't have to wait until you get off the clock to post something. Y'all got to learn how to use these systems. So no, you don't have to be on here like us every day. You don't have to do that.
Yeah, so Facebook has been like that forever. Now you can't do it on your private Facebook page.
Right.
You got to get a business page or create a group, and you can actually schedule your post.
Yeah.
YouTube, you can do a pre-video and you can schedule a YouTube post. There's lots of things.
Yeah.
So one unbothered beauty says, "Oh," she said, "Ooh wee." That's a word. I just scrolled right on right on that part. Hey, listen.
To the right part.
To the right part. My bad. To the right part. Yeah, we're trying to. Our intention is to add value to people, and show them that you can do it.
Yes.
This ain't impossible. It's challenging.
Don't get down on yourself. Oh, I can't be on there posting every day. Oh, I can't do this. Yes, you can. Use a system to do it for you. You know, you can do it.
So F Painting says, that's my challenge. There's lots of automated systems out there.
There's Poloni, guys. It's a bunch of Hootsuite, Poloni, where you can schedule posts.
Yeah, you just look at what fits your budget. There are some free items out there, free apps out there. But look at what fits your budget, and then fit it into your schedule. You may have to spend a couple of hours on a weekend, creating some posts
for the week,
or for the month.
For the month,
you know. Let me see. Grand Rising Valerie, thanks for jumping in from Lansing, Illinois. Michelle says, y'all do pop up on my feed every day.
I'm telling you, y'all gonna see something. Y'all gonna see something from the blank spot every day.
Somebody came in,
no matter what it is.
That same person that came in and said that they got fussed at by the supervisor about posting while on work on duty hours. They came in and they made like a comment. They say, you always on lie. That thing.
You on that thing? Or they'll have people. It's so funny, y'all. People will come in and they'll stop at the door. Eric, you live? Yes.
Yep.
Yes. You want? I heard Eric yesterday. Somebody came in and said that you live. He said, "Yeah, you want your stuff, don't you? Better come on and get it."
She was creeping around the side. She went all the way around the side of the store, and she, people have this fear of their faces being on social media. I don't know if it's because you're supposed to be at work and you creeping in here.
It could be it. I mean,
or you just have that fear of being seen. But I want you to understand something. In corporate America, you want to be seen. But in your business, you want to be an undercover agent.
Listen, you want everybody to see your business, okay?
And I'm telling you, when people come in and they say something, or they jump on social media, they come on that platform. Now I'm pointing over here. That's TikTok right there.
Yeah.
People are so bold in their comments.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody said, and it really touched me. It touched me in a way that it just motivated me. It inspired me so much. It pissed me off this much, but it motivated me so much more. They said, you always on here. And I'm thinking to myself, if I'm always on here and you always see me on here,
that means you on here too.
Why I don't see you?
What you doing?
Why are you not advertising your business?
Why you worried about what I'm doing?
You know what I'm saying?
Looking at me, you could be advertising your business too and being on here. We'll be like, oh, I'm always seeing you. Yeah.
So and Maddie Bell says, and if you don't pop up, I'm looking for you. That's something that we are doing purposely to be a permanent stain on your mind. We want to become the household name for sublimation blanks, supplies, and vinyl. We want to be the household name. And in order to do that, we have to stay on your mind. Nobody gets upset about the 100 million commercials that Mickey D's are running.
Okay.
Nobody gets upset about the 100 million commercials that Wally World is running. Nobody gets upset about Target's or the swoosh. Nobody gets upset about that. But as soon as they can associate with a smaller business and see that person, now it becomes real. Watch us grow because we're taking the time to see who our customers are. We've already created our goals. We've already created our objectives to reach our goals. We're putting out products that people not only need, but want. And we're learning that the biggest demographic that we have are women from 35 to 45. So I want you to understand that if you're going to be a successful business owner, you're going to have to do what successful business owners do. Now, unfortunately, we don't have a huge marketing budget. So you're going to see the CEO and the COO in front of the camera. Pretty soon, we're going to fade away. Because as we grow, we outsource. As we grow and get bigger, we get better. And we get more hands off and start doing other things. But I want you to understand, you cannot sell your stuff if ain't nobody gonna buy it. That means that you may have to get outside of your location. You may have to get outside of your backyard from the country, right? You may have to get outside of your backyard. Your backyard may consist of your little town. Your backyard may consist of your city. Your backyard may consist of your group that you're in. You may have to get out of your comfort zone, get out of your backyard. If you want your business to be a success, if you want your business to support itself, if you want your business to grow, then you're going to have to do some things that you wouldn't normally do. And that's called growth. That's called growth. So, I mean, it's your business. far be it from us to tell you how to operate your business. We're just sharing with you what we've been doing over the last 20 months or so and how it's been helping us and just showing you that the consistency is paying off, the positive consistency. So if you consistently don't do anything, it's going to pay off.
Yep.
If you consistently do, you don't get nothing. If you consistently do something positive, it's going to pay off.
And it may not happen just like that.
Yeah,
right?
It ain't gonna happen just like that.
But you can't expect to, I'm gonna do this today, but then tomorrow, something's gonna happen. It's not gonna always happen right away, right? It's not. So you have to be patient with yourself.
I didn't get any sales. Go back and take a look at who you're selling to. That's a recommendation. If you didn't get any sales or haven't been getting any sales, people saying that their website they got my website and nobody's visiting my website.
Do they know it exists?
Who's your avatar? I mean, what's your avatar look like? Who's your customers?
Do they know your website exists?
Yeah. So I mean, those are some things that we looked at. Are you selling to the right customers? Are you selling to the right customers? How do you know if you're selling to the right customers? Well, what's your vision? What's your ideal customer? Okay, what is your ideal customer? Finding that out and setting some goals is going to make a huge difference. Finding out what your ideal customer is very huge. And finding that customer, finding out the ideal customer is going to be determined by your products and your services. Okay, then you got to find out, their information. How do you get their information? If you're not going to use a system such as a website, and if you're not going to use things like, discounts, please sign up for encouraging them, not enticing, but encouraging them to sign up and offering them a discount to sign up, then you're not going to collect their information. So you want to collect their data as well. Yeah. After that, you're still doing some research. You're not going to be content with what you're getting. You shouldn't be content with what you're getting. As you collect their information, as you write up whatever information, as you write up whatever form that you're using and questions, you want to make sure you find out their sexuality, not sexuality, but their sex, their gender. You want to find out their gender. You want to find out their age. You want to find out what they're into. Okay, ask specific questions, but no personal questions, but specific questions. Yeah. So you can actually find that out. And as you do that and you get that information, now you want to list their, find out what their pain points. What are their pain points? Our customers and their pain points locally was that, hey, you know what? They couldn't put their hands on the products. Right. They could not put their hands on the products. They got tired. They got tired of going to Amazing and getting stuff from Amazing.
And don't know what they get.
And when they get it, it ain't what they wanted.
Right.
And now not only has their business been tarnished, but the customers can't get what they need in a time. Yeah. And the last thing is, if somebody does fit that bill, but they still don't want to buy, or have a question about shopping with a smaller business, then find out what their objections are. Maybe it's because in the past they shopped with some people and they couldn't answer anything about the products. Right. Maybe the local person that they shopped with had bad customer service. They had a bad customer experience. You want to give them the best customer experience that you can give them. Once you do those things, it doesn't stop there. So I feel inclined to say this. If you did type a number 5 and said that you was good, then, just know that when you're good, you stop growing.
Right. So you have to always be open to grow. Like I said, we in the beginning, we didn't even think about selling vinyl because that's not what, we thought the customers wanted.
Well,
right?
it wasn't that, I don't think. I think we were trying to sell a specialty store.
And that too.
We knew that's what they wanted because they kept coming in here asking about it.
We was trying to do this one thing that we thought we wanted, that we thought we wanted to do. But it don't always pan out that way. Yeah, it don't always pan out that way, y'all. When you got customers steadily asking for this one thing, how long do you keep on saying, no, we don't have it. No, we don't have it. No, we don't have it.
So we pivoted. And we're still pivoting.
Yeah.
And as we grow in this business, we're still going to be known for a sublimation blanks
Yep.
supplier and a darn good one. Great quality products,
Mhm.
great customer service. We're going to be known for that. But we're also going to be known for a great vinyl, a great supplier of vinyl.
Mhm.
We're going to be known for other supplies. We're going to
Yep.
slowly get other things inside of our store, but you're still going to walk into our store and you're going to see rows and aisles and hundreds of sublimation blanks
Mhm.
items. They're not doing that other places.
Right.
They're not doing it. So, quick Q&A, questions, comments, anyone?
Yep, it is right at 10 o'clock.
That's how I got
So
the
we're going to
balloon
go
art.
ahead and get on up out of here.
So this is Freedom Friday. What else is it? What you always say? It's Freedom
What do
Friday.
I
You say
always
Fabulous
say?
Friday.
Fabulous Friday.
Yeah.
It's Fabulous Friday.
Feel
y'all.
Good Friday. Listen, hopefully you got some value out of the conversation. If you were not able to, see the whole thing, feel free to go back to our YouTube channel. It is The Blanks Spot. All of our social medias are The Blanks Spot. Check us out. Make sure you subscribe and hit that bell to be notified. We're looking for people who are looking for us. We're building a community of business owners who want to learn a better way, who want to be effective in their business, and we do attract a lot of new people. We're not saying that we have all the answers, but we're willing to share with you what we've done. But it is about doing your own research. It's about building your own way of doing it, but you got to have a start somewhere. So we come on here every Monday and Friday at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And then again, every Monday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we talk about finances. That's free as well. There's a lot of free content rolling around here. And you got to ask yourself, is what you're doing on social media for your personal and for your business, is it educating you or is it entertaining you?
Entertaining you.
If you're looking to be entertained, then this is not the channel for you. If you're looking to become educated, then we're going to share as much as we can with you to help you get to the next plateau, next level, excuse me. But this is Eric.
I'm D, y'all.
And this is the Blank Spot Academy. We're located at 224 O'Neill Court, Suite 26 and 27. It's Columbia, South Carolina, 29223. We are a sublimation blanks supplier and authorized vinyl reseller. We have over 200 items, well over 200 items in our store. Our website is theblanksspot.com. That's TheBlanksSpot.com. Check us out. Make sure you join our SMS marketing. You'll get 10% off. Also, become a part of our email marketing. What else we got going on? We got collections that talk about what's that over there? Clearances. We got our new vinyl
We
collection.
have a affiliate program.
Oh yeah.
If you guys want to earn some extra money by by telling people how great our products are and they purchase, you can earn some money.
Yeah.
So you can apply for our affiliate program.
And that's not that's not hard. So
yep.
Especially if you're using the products.
Affiliate program is free. It's free.
So
check the website out for that. Yeah.
So that's it.
That's it.
Hey, like I always say, when you know better, that's when you have the ability to do better. And the only knowledge that's powerful is properly applied knowledge. Once again, like, share, tag, subscribe, hit the bell to be notified, and we'll see y'all at the top because there's too many people struggling at the bottom.
Thanks, guys. Thanks, Beverly. Thank SF Painting. Appreciate you all. Thank you, Robin.